Back to reality. Whoops, there goes gravity, etc. and so on. But the fact that it's 4th period already says that, damn, we have been inside the other world for quite a while right now. Yeah, I'm still doing the name thing. Why? Because it amuses me. Also, you can make it like your own, choose your own adventure. Put your own name in there. It'll be fun. Oh, and fun fact about that particular dialogue. Your character was never actually named. She never said anything about you in particular, so putting the kun on the end there was entirely a fabrication of the translation. I hate that they do the honorific thing here. It's just like, yeah, I know it's in Japan, but it's very much like a translation from Japanese, not to English sort of deal. Of course, hey, they've kind of established it in the series at this point, so they're not going to change it now. Alright. Finally get to see what these statues do, because of course they do something. It's a new mechanic. Interactable objects in the environment. I mean, no surprise here. It's not like you're going to be finding the key card or something to put down the bridge. That was the last game. The one secret base dungeon. Sure do, Morgana. Let's go. I tell you, they really do get as much out of Morgana as they possibly can in their first appearance here. When I was kind of flipping through the video to see, hey, what scenes happened in this one? Pretty much every single thing I landed on was seeing Morgana's character face there. Protagonist really losing out on an opportunity to do a great Roman holiday reference and pretend that his hand was being bitten. What do you mean Roman holiday came out over 50 years ago? What do you mean nobody even knows who Gregory Peck is these days, especially people that are watching this video? Look, it would have been the perfect reference there. How often are you sticking your hand inside a statue's mouth? Anyway, there's a cutscene happening here. The one where they put money in. I should probably stop talking about movies from the 50s. It's really good, though. I would definitely suggest... Oh, yeah, Morgana has their own... It's Zoro. Their own persona. Even does the whole Z thing. That's pretty cool. Hey, look, man. Ryuji, you're going to be getting one sooner than later. So just kind of hang tight here. Yeah, you might be saying, is that the character on the left having... And yes, it's an incubus. Get it? Because an incubus. Yeah. It's nice to see that they are bringing back demons in the game. Previously, it was all just, shadows, as they looked like when they were in the armor. Usually kind of like a black blob or some sort of humanoid or humanoid-ish figure, sort of representing some kind of unconscious id type of emotion or desire. And now they just brought back the old Megami Tensei demons here as regular enemies. I mean, honestly, I could take or leave either one of them, really. I like the whole style, the like Mega Man-ish style that they had going with Shadows, where you could, as long as they were jet black in color with some sort of mask on them somewhere. It was a very consistent sort of style. But at the same time, I also like the old school demons too, so that's cool. Including the Incubus, as much as it's... makes me feel like I should be putting in not safe for work tag at the front of the video. Either way, still early in the game, so I can just rush through all these battles. It's not going to matter until I get through all the exposition and the game starts proper. Until I check through a video and it's not just character portraits 100% of the time. Hey, leveled up. Higher HP and SP. And that's really all you get, because your personas are the only ones that get skills and everything. Your character just happens to be the one that takes the hits. Now, you did manage to have Arsene, manifest himself on top of you, so you'd think that, I don't know, you could be controlling him from the inside like armor, but that's not how this game rolls. It's all about Stardust Crusader style battles here. Hey, thanks. Yours looks really goofy. Yeah, that's the name of the game. Hey, they said it. They said the thing. I like dramatic, it's a good way to say that. I think the literal Japanese was saying, oh, they come out all pooah. I hope that plosive didn't just explode your eardrums. Some are silk and some are leather. Did you ever see... I cannot just keep quoting Billy Joel in every single one of these videos. Well, I spaced them out enough. You might not remember every single time I quote. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I just happen to have it manifest early because I'm such a super special cool dude. As, you know, all protagonists are in these sort of games. It is really nice to have Ryuji here, because otherwise I would just be having Morgana talk directly to me, and very rarely I could get some sort of multiple choice to respond to anything they're saying. Ryuji essentially takes over the role of talking and having a personality. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point here. We don't have to fight a bunch of more jack-o'-lanterns and codpiece demons. Again, I'm just saying that if they at least kept their sword, they don't have to drop that as soon as they, you know, turn into demons and start attacking me. I don't know how well those particular demons would be able to handle it, but I'm sure, like, ones in the future would work out, you know, make it work out a little bit better. Not every single demon in the original Megami Tensei are all floating little tiny dudes. There are, like, actual human-sized ones. Just says make sure, you know, you keep your strength up. Didn't say anything about HP. I'm not sure why they decided to break the fourth wall in that one, especially because we're getting a tutorial right now. Yeah, I'm just not even bothering giving captions for that one. That's way too much work. Look, it's already taken long enough for these episodes to come out. You gotta cut me some slack here. Don't make me do everything. Morgana's running animation is great. It just goes full on Sonic. I love that. Ryuji being a caring and loving individual still. Unlike the protagonist and Morgana, who are just gonna leave this random dudo in the... Dudo? This random dude in the cell right here. Okay, Ryuji, I'm... Again, I like your compassion, but if you're sitting here just trying to think of who he reminds you of, this is almost worse than just running past him. You're like yanking on, if you're trying to yank the door off the hinges or something like that, I could at least understand that a little bit more, but it's just like, do I remember this guy? It's like something that happens when you're watching a movie. Yeah. Hey, nice timing. Like, wait, they shouted? You'd think that they wouldn't even need to shout at me here. They could have just opened the bridge and had that work out. Whatever, who cares? Anyway. Oh, by the way, it should be a lot more comprehensive, the captioning here, because I may now own 2 versions of Persona 5, let's just say that. Anyway. Wow, you know, I was making fun of the shadows turning into jack-o'-lanterns before, but this is maybe the least threatening enemy just yet. It's like, oh no, if they let us escape, it's like, I don't think that the tiny pixies could even stop us. Classically, those enemies were just healer types, so like having 2 of them in a battle is like going into Final Fantasy 1 and taking 2 white mages along. The ultimate team. Yeah. Ryuji, we gave you a lot of time for you to try to figure out to do something. I mean, okay, technically not, but there was an entire battle sequence along with like a loading screen and everything. That should have been long enough for you to figure out something here. There's no time to explain, but there is time for me to berate you. Morgana always refers to himself as Wagahai. Very like formal way of saying me, myself, but you know, you don't really have that sort of direct translation in English. I don't know, just a little fun fact there. Well, still walking upstairs. Let's go. It's so cartoonishly silly. that running animation. Doesn't even appear in cutscenes. Whatever, anyway. What a shock. I knew that cat was trouble the first time I saw them. Ah, fine. I mean, again, when you have a character that's on the box, I can't really betray you, at least immediately. Unless it turns out that Morgana is actually the villain? You know, and not going to be helping at all? I don't know. Yeah. I guess that's Morgana's catchphrase. That's all I can figure out here. We gonna die here? Honestly, when I first thought that, I thought that he was saying that was the exit in our hearts the entire time. No. It's like a lover's death, but the literal translation would be something. Whatever. The real escape was the friends we made along the way. Yeah. Let's just friggin' get the thing. It's like only one thing in here that could possibly be. I think I can handle a couple pixies, if they did. Alright, finally. Yeah. Thanks, Morgana. I'll see you next time when you probably officially become part of the party. Now, which one do you think? There was only one choice there, let's be honest. And there you go. Castle adventure done, well, at least for the moment. I'm sure it's going to be so much more that I see here of this. Yep. And you know he is, because in the past, the main character has always been sort of a special type guy. Like, oh, they got the power to use any persona, which, I mean, why would they give up on that mechanic as of just yet? Also, they're the only one that knows about, like, the Velvet Room and, you know, talking to Igor and carrying Injustice at this point in time. So, it's like, I don't think they're going to be bucking that trend at any point in time just yet. Oh, well, at least it's polite. Well, yeah. Sure, why not? I mean, I mean, it seems like there's no danger of the magic castle creatures coming out of the world yet. That's usually the end goal of the main villains of the game, but as of right now, I think you're totally fine. Got at least, like, let's say about a full calendar year, give or take, before that happens. As per usual, the second that anything happens in this game, the police are on duty. I gotta say, it's like that. They really are on top of things here. Because in the first episode, it's like I really admire this sort of commitment in, like, the actual like competency of the official, you know, police forces in this universe. But at the same time, it's not really working for me in any way. And it's always such a fiction thing where you have the police or like some sort of person in power, like the newspaper or whatever, immediately getting suspicious of you Even though, what, all that was happening was that you were walking around with a bunch of other people around here, and Ryuji was yelling. And that's it. Just like, wait a second, I sense main characters that just did something suspicious. We gotta go check that out. Reminds me a lot of a bit in Charmed. Yes, I have watched the entire series of Charmed. I was unemployed for quite a while. Where, what was it, a newspaper reporter threatened to report on 3 barefooted women dancing around a fountain, whom we, the audience, knew were like magic creatures or whatever, but it's like, you're in San Francisco and there's 3 women dancing around a fountain. It's like, why did you... The only reason this is news is because you need some sort of crux for the plot of this episode. And it's still stupid. Of course, that's Charmed. Like, 100%. No, I'm not going to watch the new series of that. So, what is the point of this scene, even? Just, we're supposed to assume this guy is a bad guy, I guess, but why? Once again, it seems sort of like it, much like with Sakura immediately warming up to you, it seems like they're maybe playing their hand a little bit early, considering that I do know that this is like a 100-hour game. And he's not actually saying anything of any, like, interest right now either. That apparently just existed solely for to know, yeah, this dude is bad news. Why? Whatever, anyway. Yep, some magic shenanigans going on. Again, much like the police, it's just immediately... Were you just sitting in the front door? Well, okay, that explains a little bit better. But were you just sitting in, like, the front doors waiting for these 2 schmoes to come up here? You think you just snatch them out of class or something? But, look, people in positions of authority are just too on the ball in this universe. Can't get away with literally anything. I don't know, is buying drugs. How about that? Like, what, are you going to get in less trouble? And also, it's like, why are you even here? Oh, I do rule this school. They rhyme, so it must be true. And surprisingly enough, it's are getting some leeway right now, so that's cool at least. Like, you would have thought that he would have jumped to that almost immediately, considering that they made a very big deal about, like, 1 strike and you're out in the last, like, meeting last time I was here at school. I guess Kamoshida is a good guy. Look forward to him appearing in every one of the YouTube thumbnails from here to eternity, apparently. I just noticed that they have plaid pants. That's a weird mix of stuff to wear. Yep. Then there, that they did actually say your name proper, so that's. The little zoom in on the faces is new to the series, and I do like that a lot. It's a lot less just, you know, showing character portraits over and over. Yeah, makes it a little bit better for when it gets tense in one way or another. Well, what was even the point of me choosing anything then? So that's how we're gonna get out of this. Yeah. So I have. Are you sure I couldn't blackmail you a little bit more? Yeah, okay, fine. It was worth a try. Alright, finally time to start school for real. Definitely something that even thinking about it right now, I dread. It haunts my dreams. But hey, this is totally different.